morning. If you're wondering when the rumbles of thunder, lightning, wind, hail, severe risk are all coming to an end, don't let your guard down just yet, because over the next 2 days, if you hate thunderstorms, if you hate booms, loud noises, you might be out of luck here in Montana, because we're in a severe risk over the next few days. We'll get to that in a moment. Across the state right now, you'll notice over on the eastern side of the state, most of the rain we saw through the overnight hours has either dissipated or moved off to the east. But wow, look at this dadgum storm over here on the eastern side of the state, moving off to the east. Quite a bit of lightning strikes, both intra-cloud and cloud-to-ground lightning strikes included there across central Montana. We actually saw a few storms. Once they made it past around the Lewistown area, seemed like they had a mind of their own. At times, they started to pretty much stall across eastern Montana, dropping quite a bit of rainfall, just dumping, as Curtis Scriven had said last night as he looked at that on radar, just sitting there dumping over in eastern Montana, just dumping that rainfall consistently as they slowly made their way off to the east. But slowly, nevertheless, they have moved off mostly to the east this morning. Did have a brief tornado touchdown possible in Skull Butte. Just a little bit of a tornado possibility, not much as far as impact's concerned, but pretty notable here in Montana that a tornado has possibly touched down through the evening hours last night. On into your day. Tomorrow we are going to see thunderstorms possible as well, but we have to make it through today. You'll notice that around noon today is when we start to see this calm break in the thunderstorm activity start to break up. No pun intended there. Moving off to the east, we'll see thunderstorms really start to fire throughout most of the afternoon. Some of these possibly strong to severe with heavy winds, hail, maybe even damaging winds and hail as well. That's why we're in a severe risk today and tomorrow. But moving into your future track, you'll notice those thunderstorms move off to the east and dissipate pretty much through the overnight hours again like we're seeing today. Tomorrow going to be a very similar pattern as far as the morning into afternoons are concerned. We're going to see a break in the thunderstorm activity today in the morning hours, and we'll see one tomorrow as well. Moving into your day tomorrow, you'll notice pretty calm breakage in cloud cover throughout the morning hours in central to western Montana. Eastern Montana probably going to linger more with the cloud cover, but both sides of the state are going to see a ramp up in thunderstorm activity and some rain as we move into the afternoon hours. Eastern Montana going to be a little bit warmer than central Montana. That's why you'll see in just a moment that the severe risk for Friday should be a little bit further east than today. But moving forward into your Friday, here come these storms ramping up through the afternoon hours. Once again, possibly strong to severe, decent winds, strong winds, maybe even some damaging winds and hail likely and possible in areas as we move forward. Taking a look at your Saturday, we'll see really a ramp down in thunderstorm potential and activity. A little bit of thunderstorm activity on Saturday afternoon, especially up in northeastern Montana. They're going to get some pretty decent storms, but Saturday should mark the end of the constant string of stormy days here in Montana. Leaving Sunday into next week, you'll see coming up on your 7-day forecast will look pretty much clear here in Montana. But the bad news is, if you hate warm temperatures, by midweek next week, could possibly be pushing into the hundreds in areas. So Benjamin Franklin might make a reappearance today. In the mid-80s, the thunderstorm is going to pop in the afternoon hours. Here's that severe risk for today. You'll notice most of the state included in a slight risk, especially here in central Montana, all the way over to the eastern side of the state. Northeastern Montana, of course, in that risk as well. Green shade, green color, indicating a low risk for severe weather, but not completely ruling that out of the question. Here's a look at tomorrow. Temperatures warm up slightly. Helena almost hitting 90 degrees. Rain's going to be pretty much prevalent across the state, but the eastern side of the state going to see, here's what I was referring to just a moment ago, a little bit warmer, so you'll notice the severe risk should be shifted a little further east, but most of the state still under a risk nevertheless, and here's that risk shifted a little further east. The slight risk more eastward, Glasgow, Lewistown, Miles City, Glendive, all included as that as well. But most of south central Montana still included in the low risk for severe weather, so still a possibility nonetheless, though a little bit weaker. As we move forward into your 7-day forecast, thunderstorms stick around over the next 2 to 2 3/4 of a day, if you want to call it that. Moving forward into your weekend, Sunday, we finally start getting rid of this thunderstormy activity. We're going to be moving more towards clear weather powered by a high pressure system, going to settle in Sunday. As we move forward into next week, temperatures start to rise. By midweek next week, a little bit of instability, but we're pushing closer to 100 degrees, Benjamin Franklin.